Good evening, everybody. We are awaiting the finish of Salmon Ice, and then we'll get going with our final Challenge Cup matchup between the Sauk Prairie Flyers and your Cedar Rapids Roughriders. All right, everybody, we are going to be getting going here soon. Sam has gotten off of the ice. Officials are out putting the nets on their pegs. We're going to have two really fantastic officials here today. We've got Brian and Allie that are going to call the lines for this game. Starting goaltender today for your 12U Black Cedar Rapids Roughriders is going to be Iris, wearing her dark black tab, catcher and blocker. Ring staff is getting the doors closed up. And once those doors are closed, we'll be able to get our warm-up period started. All right, players have been beckoned onto the ice. Behind the bench today, we're going to have Jack and Jeff. So we're looking forward to a fantastic effort from the Riders this evening in their final game of their home tournament. The crowd is starting to fill in the seats on the home side. The rink is looking a little bit wet, but I have a feeling that'll get all solidified up before we get started here today. Your riders are going to be wearing their very sharp black jerseys with some white and green accents, while Sauk Prairie is got their white jerseys on. Sauk Prairie's goalie has a all white helmet, all white pads, blocker, and catcher. We're over on the NHL side for this game. Things are a little bit more spacious, and it's going to be a fantastic game. We got a great sound system going for some music for the crowd. The same nets that the UL team uses. So we've got about 90 seconds remaining in our warm-up period here. This will be the Riders' first time playing on the NHL-sized ice this weekend. For those that don't know, the NHL-sized ice is a few feet smaller in each dimension. So it's going to tighten up play just a little bit for this game. All right, that's it for the warm-up period. Teams are going to bring the pucks in, and then we're going to get this game started. All right, officials are ready. Time to get the Roughriders out there so we can talk about the starting lineup for this game. All right, looks like we're going to have Jackson Jurv centering Corbin Zek and Wyatt Monty, Maverick Rasmussen and Brett Johnson on D. Face-off controlled by Sauk Prairie. On to Brett Johnson's stick. Jackson Jurv with the puck, tries to pass it to Corbin Zek, but it goes a little bit too far. By Jackson Jurv. Tries to bring it around a player, but ending up onto a Sauk Prairie stick. Big scramble in front of the net. Maverick fans on a shot, and Sauk Prairie takes it in and scores. Ensuing face-off controlled by the Roughriders, but then an errant pass goes right to Sauk Prairie. Sauk Prairie dumps it in. Gavin Sebring is able to get it out of the zone, but Sauk Prairie shields it and brings it right back in. Sauk Prairie player takes a nasty-looking spill into the boards, but they're able to get up with no harm. Jackson Baker with the puck, gets it deep into the zone. Now the Riders need to set up the forecheck. Ellis Palmer going to be first one in. Errant pass goes to DJ Elliott. DJ passes it over to Baker, back over to DJ, passes it up to Jackson Hunt. Hunt tries a shot that's off target. Blaine Hansen comes in trying to clean up the rebound, but does not get a connection. George skates it in. Backhand stop, doesn't quite get to the net. Goalie is able to cover it though, and we've got to stop it. 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first period. Your Riders down 1-0. Ensuing face-off is controlled by Cedar Rapids. Up to DJ Elliott and able to keep it in. Able to keep it in a second time. Has a shot, but blocked in front. Sauk Prairie able to get it out of the zone. 2-on-2. Puck able to be deflected by a Cedar Rapids stick to knock up the shot. Then Hansen able to knock it into the neutral zone. Clara Donkey on the forecheck. Sauk Prairie pass. Able to get it into the neutral zone. Sauk Prairie brings it into the zone. Sauk Prairie player gets it around. Shot goes way over the net and around and out of the zone. Lynn Hansen is initial on the forecheck. Sauk Prairie is able to bring it in and break the forecheck. Maverick Rasmussen playing some good deep, keeping them to the outside. Wraparound attempt doesn't connect. Shot from the slot ends up in the goalie's padding, and he's going to stop it. Ensuing face-off, bounces over some sticks, controlled by Maverick Rasmussen. Skates around with it, has it set up, looking for a pass, tries to get it to Corbin Zep. Bounces over a couple sticks, and Sauk Prairie is able to get control and get it out of the zone. Maverick tries to ring it around back in. Corbin tries to poke it further, but it only gets to a Sauk Prairie stick. Sauk Prairie bounces it out. Shot in off of the goalie. Wyatt Monty able to direct it off. Just throws it up the glass out of the zone. Corbin tries to knock the puck off of a stick, but it ends up as an offside. Face-off is controlled by Cedar Rapids. Back to Jackson Baker. Over to Gavin Sebring. Up to Ellis. Ellis gets it up to Jack Peddleson. They're able to get it together. 2-on-1 coming for your Roughriders. Shot goes way up high. Jackson Hunt able to recover it. Jack Peddleson swings it around some people. His pass, though, is intercepted by Sauk Prairie. And they bounce it up off of the boards further into the zone. No icing here. Gavin Sebring's first one to it. Passes it up to Jack Peddleson. Jack Peddleson tries to backhand it up further, but it only gets to a Sauk Prairie stick. And Iris covers for a stoppage. Face off is controlled by Sauk Prairie onto a stick. And Clara is going to get a penalty for the push after the whistle. Sauk Prairie goes on the power play. Seven and a half minutes remaining in the first period. Sauk Prairie is going on the power play. Face off is controlled by Sauk Prairie. Shot blocked by Cedar Rapids. And then knocked off a stick. Another shot on net. Ends up getting saved by Iris. Puck's caught up in a bunch of feet. Aaron's pass goes out of the zone. Sauk Prairie's going to have to reload. Sauk Prairie comes in. Slows things down. Pass to the slot. The pass back over to the point. Shot goes wide. Brett Johnson trying to get there first. Doesn't manage to do it. The puck's tied up against the boards. Sauk Prairie is not able to hit it, but Corbin gets it only up the boards a little bit. Shot from Sauk Prairie goes off the crossbar and into the net. It is now 2-0 Sauk Prairie over your Roughriders. Face-off won by the Roughriders, controlled by Gavin Sebring. Passes it over to Jackson Baker. Baker passes it up to Kettleson, lost in his feet. Sauk Prairie's bringing it back in. Puck goes behind the net to Gavin Sebring. Gavin tries to skate it out, gets the puck stolen off of his stick, bounced to the slot, blocked by Ellis Palmer. Jack Kettleson has the puck, tries to pass it up, but is intercepted by Sauk Prairie. Puck back down low. Sauk Prairie doing a nice job cycling it. Intercepted by Jackson Hunt, but given away. Puck's recycled back down low. Sauk Prairie player falls. Jack Kettleson is able to get the puck. Tries a move, but it ends up on Gavin Sebring's stick. Jackson Hunt is trying to win a race there. They get tied up together, and no call there. Puck up to George Lanyo off of his stick. DJ dumps it right back in. Claire Domke on the forecheck trying to break things up. Ellis Palmer now on there. Now Jackson Hunt. Puck gets bounced up, and it is going to be an icing. Ensuing face-off is won by the Riders. DJ tries a shot, but it is blocked a little bit. And now we've got a race to the puck. George Lanyo with an important stick lift prevents a shot. Mia Smith trying to skate the puck out. Gives it over to Flynn Hansen, but knocked off with his stick. Claire Donkey able to retrieve. Soft player coming around hard. George tries a pass to Liam, but it misses everybody, ends up in an icing. Face-off going to be coming to the glove side of the Cedar Rapids goaltender. Face-off won by Sauk Prairie, controlled up at the point. Shot goes wide. Corbin Zek able to recover. Corbin skating up. Passes over to Wyatt Monty. His shot is blocked. Wyatt's able to get back up. Passes it up to Corbin Zek in the middle. Passes it back to Maverick Rasmussen. Gets it locked in his feet a little bit. Passes it over to Jackson Jurf. But shots are blocked. Nothing ends up getting to the goal. Maverick able to poke it off of a stick. Wyatt Monty with the puck. Stops a little bit, tries a pass, but it is partially blocked. Sauk Prairie able to retrieve the puck and come in with some speed. Gavin Sebring able to take over possession of the puck. Coming up with some speed, taking it out wide. Tries a pass over, but only finds a Sauk Prairie stick. Sauk Prairie going to turn it around and try a rush on their own. Trying a wraparound shot, but Iris is able to get there in time. Jack Kettleson able to steal the puck. Up to Jackson Baker. Baker tries to chip it a little bit further, but gets stuck in the boards a little bit. Bumps it up towards Corbin Zek, but it ends up on a Sauk player's stick. Jack Kettleson able to retrieve possession of the puck. Passes it up to Corbinzek. Shot from far. Misses the net. Ends up in the area right behind. DJ able to keep the puck in. Oh, shot from Jackson Hunt off of the goalie's pads. Puck coming back around. No pressure from Cedar Rapids as everyone's trying to go for a change. Deej gets a shot. That is partially blocked. Puck's up to Jackson Baker. Back over to DJ. DJ looks up towards Ellis Palmer, but over his stick. Shot goes into the goalie, but went off the goalie, off the Georgia stick, right to a Sauk player, and they put it into the empty net. Where players dance with skates of limestone, team trails behind, but they grab the hook and go bursting up and they're down across. Face off won by Sauk Prairie, but Ellis Palmer able to steal the puck. Ellis dumps it in deep. Jackson Hunt in on the forecheck. Clara now taking over as F1. Puck comes around. Sauk Prairie is going to be able to be first one there. And we're going to get a penalty on George Lanyo. George touches it, and we have a stoppage in play as your Roughriders are going to be going to the penalty kill. Face-off is won by the Riders back to the goalie, but Sauk Prairie is able to grab it up to the point. Drop back down low, off of the boards. Maverick Rasmussen knocks it up to Corbin Zett. No! Corbin has it knocked a little bit off of his stick, able to regain entry. Maverick Rasmussen with the puck, tries to reverse direction with it. Sauk Prairie is the only team able to grab the puck. 25 seconds remaining in the first period. Sauk Prairie dumps it in. Jack Pedalson's going to be the first one on it. Tries a couple moves, but ends up getting stolen from him. Jack Pedelson able to steal it back. 5 seconds remaining in the period. Knocked off of his stick, and we're at the end of the period there. So at your first intermission, it is Sauk Prairie 3, your Roughriders 0. About 30 seconds remaining in this intermission. Coach Jeff is getting pretty animated on the bench. I think trying to calm everybody down and try to get them back playing some good Rough Rider hockey. All right, that is our intermission. We are ready to start the second period. We're going to be switching sides here, so now your Rough Riders will be skating from right to left. Sauk Prairie will be skating from left to right on your screen. George Lanio comes back over to the box. It is going to be a penalty kill to start out this period. All right, ensuing faceoff is controlled by Sauk Prairie. Skates in wide on Corbin, or not Corbin, Gavin Sebring. Pucks out to Ellis Palmer. Ellis Palmer skating up with some speed. Able to get around one player, tries the backhand right into the goalie's glove for a save. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. All right, face-off is controlled by Sauk Prairie. They're able to kind of make a mess of it, though, to try to kill a little bit of time until the penalty is done. Puck is shot down. Looks like it is going to be an icing. Riders back to full strength. Face-off won by Sauk Prairie behind the net. Liam Smith does it, get there pretty quickly, though, and able to get things mucked up a bit. Puck comes up. George Lanio is able to stop it. But now we've got a 2-on-1 coming. DJ tries very hard to get over there. Got a save from Iris. Puck ended up on the back of the net. Player bumps it up and out of the zone. Glenn Hansen putting on some pressure. Puck dumped in. Comes around the net. Sauk Prairie swings it from point to point and around the bend. Off of Claire's feet. DJ's able to bounce it to Flynn Hansen. Flynn has it stolen off of his stick. DJ angles well. Gets taken down a little bit. And George Lanio able to recover behind the net. Tries to pass it up, but it hits a Sauk Prairie stick. Over to DJ, who pumps it a little bit further into the zone off of the Sauk Prairie player. Liam Smith on the forecheck, trying to cause some more trouble behind the net. Good stick on the ice, but bounces over a stick. Puck ended up behind the net. Puck back out to the front. Flynn Hansen and Wyatt Monty able to get it out of the zone. Wyatt takes a shot, but it gets blocked, which causes the stick to fall out of the hand of the Sauk Prairie player. Puck caught up against the boards. Sauk Prairie is able to recover, takes it around the net. Bounces it up that Brett Johnson is able to recover. Tries to pass it back in. Misses all Cedar Rapids sticks. Ends up on a Sauk Prairie stick. They come in hard. Shot goes off of the goalie's stick and into the corner. Pass intercepted by Brett Johnson. Go! Up to Corbin Zek. Corbin has it knocked off of his stick. Sauk Prairie player bumps it into an open area.
Corbin, use the boards next time.
Pass up to Jack Kettleson. Jack able to get it into the zone, spiked off of his stick. Gavin Sebring able to keep it in and pop it back to him off the goalie's blocker into the corner. Sauk Prairie able to bounce it up, but looks like this one's going to go far enough for an icing. 8 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in this second period. It remains Sauk Prairie 3, your Roughriders 0. Face-off is controlled by your Roughriders. Back to Baker. Sauk Prairie brings it in. Partially blocked shot. Ooh. Back up to the point. Shot in that is blocked off of Jack Kettleson's hand, but it gets knocked off of his stick. Blocked by the goalie into the corner. Pucks back on a Rough Rider stick. Passes it up to Ellis Palmer. Gets it out of the zone. And Sauk Prairie able to pump it back down below the goal line. Sauk Prairie having a cycle around to the middle. Passes it back to the point. Shot blocked by Jack Kettleson. Puck is still loose. And covered by Iris. Iris has been huge the last couple of minutes, keeping this a 3-0 game, giving the Red Riders a chance if they can get some goals. Ensuing face-off is controlled by your Rough Riders. Clint Hansen's able to get it out of the zone, but got angled off. Puck dumped back in. DJ taking a look as he's getting a chance to recover it. Gets angled off. Clint Hansen gets the puck, passes it up to Clara Domke. Clara tries to touch it over to Liam Smith, but they weren't quite on the same page. Puck to George Lanyon. Tries to pass it up, but it goes right to a stick on the point. They brings it out. Clara Domke skating it over, knocked off of her stick. He gets it lower onto Clint Hansen's stick, but his backhanded shot is blocked. DJ with an important stick. Unfortunately, they maintain control. Shot goes wide. DJ able to get the puck. Skates it around the net. Puck loose. Flynn Hansen has control of it. Looks up to Liam Smith. Liam's got someone right on him. Puck's coming back in. Puck's up to Liam Smith. Liam gets it into the zone. Tries to pass it over, but it falls off of his stick. And looks like we're going to have an icing here as DJ comes chasing it down. 5 minutes remaining in the second period.
Hey, keep your eye on the puck.
It starts with
Ensuing face-off is controlled by Sauk Prairie into the corner. But Johnson tries to step up, but doesn't get it. Maverick Rasmussen having to corral it behind the net. Tries to pass it up into the slot, intercepted, but shot wide. Sauk Prairie brought it back out to the point, but an errant pass means it's back into the defensive zone. Corbin Zek on the forecheck. Tries to reach, but doesn't get any connection on the puck. Jackson Turp able to knock it off. He gets closed off really quickly, though, and Cedar Rapids having some communication issues with nobody grabbing the puck. Wyatt Monty able to grab that rebound, passes it up to Jackson Turp. Sauk Prairie seals it. Sauk Prairie brings it in, shot off of Iris into the corner. Corbin Zek with the puck. Tries to knock it out of the zone, but it goes right to Sauk Prairie. Maverick is able to knock it up to Wyatt Monty. Sauk Prairie is able to maintain possession, though. Comes skating it back in. Shot goes through Iris and into the net. It is 4-0 now. Sauk Prairie. Three minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the second period here. Face-off is controlled by Sauk Prairie. Pucks into Jack Kettleson. Jack winding it behind the net, trying to get some speed and some space. Tries to knock it to himself, but it goes to a Sauk Prairie stick. Gavin Sebring tries to get it up to Ellis Palmer, but it is off and goes back to Sauk Prairie. Gavin Sebring trying to get it behind the net. Now Jack Kettleson winding it around to Jackson Hunt. Jackson's able to chip it out of the zone. Sauk Prairie trying to regroup. Puck goes over to Gavin Sebring. Gavin overskates the puck, passes over to Ellis Palmer, but it goes off of his stick to a Sauk Prairie stick. And Sauk Prairie's coming back in and a 3-on-2. Pass over to the slot. Iris able to come over and block the shot into the corner. Pass back up to the point. Shot off of the goalie's pads. Gavin Sebring able to recover it off of Jack Kettleson's stick. And we've got an offside. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Ensuing face-off is won by Sauk Prairie. DJ gonna knock it out of the zone though. Sauk Prairie coming back in with some speed. Puck comes across and saved by Iris. Ensuing face-off is controlled by Sauk Prairie. Back up to the point. Puck goes across the blue line. Shot comes and DJ just blocked it off of his ankle. That looked like that tickled just a little bit. DJ staying in the play though, being strong. DJ angling well. Puck is kind of stuck on player's foot. Shot goes across. Glenn Hansen tried to get it all the way up, but it did not make it. And DJ is now going to go over and see if he can get that wheel working a little bit better after taking the shot off of the ankle. Ensuing face-off is controlled by Sauk Prairie into the zone. Attempted pass into the slot didn't connect. Maverick Rasmussen with the puck behind the net. Stolen from him by a Sauk Prairie player. Shot goes through the crease. Maverick Rasmussen gets the puck, but gets angled off. Corbin bounces it a little too far for himself. And Sauk Prairie has a long breakout pass. Shot goes off of Iris's pads. And we are going to have a penalty here on Maverick Rasmussen. Roughriders going back on the penalty kill with 28 seconds remaining in the second period. Maverick off for roughing. Face-off controlled by Sauk Prairie. Back up to the point. Skated it in. Iris was able to block the shot. Jackson Zerf with the puck.
Go down!
Shot out to the middle. Now Corbin Zek has it. 10 seconds remaining in the period. And no icing here. It looks like that is going to be it. We are into your second intermission. It is Sauk Prairie 4, your Roughriders 0. Thirty seconds remaining in this second intermission. All right, your Roughriders are going to have a minute and 3 seconds remaining on the penalty kill as we start the third period here. Face-off is won by Kettleson. And we've got an icing right away as the puck was tossed to an open area. Face-off won by Sauk Prairie up to the point. Dropped down into the slot area. Knocked off a few sticks. Over the net. Brought back out up high. Blocked by Jack Kettleson. Jack Kettleson was able to intercept a pass, coming in with a little bit of speed. Unfortunately, knocked off of his stick, and now Sauk Prairie's coming with some speed afterwards. Breck Johnson with a beautiful stick to be able to break up that rush. Puck back to Breck Johnson. Passes it back up to Jack Kettleson. Able to get around the player. And saved by the goalie. Jack did a great job of staying strong on his skates, shielding off the puck, but wasn't able to get the puck around the goalie. Roughriders back to full strength. Ensuing faceoff is won by Cedar Rapids, but Sauk Prairie was able to steal it. Puck back down low. Pass him around the net. Tried to get it out to the center, but intercepted by Claire Donkey. Jackson Baker tries to get control of the puck, but ends up knocking it too far in front of himself. Gavin Sebring has the puck, winds it around, but there's an open wing, and so it's intercepted by Sauk Prairie. Claire Donkey had the puck stuck in her skates for a second. Jackson Baker able to steal the puck, but it got stolen right back from him. Backhand is thrown towards the net, and Irish covers. 9:59 remaining in the third period here. Ensuing faceoff is controlled by Sauk Prairie off of DJ's skates. Wyatt bangs it over to the corner. Shot comes in off of Iris' pads. Jordan's able to help steal the puck, but it got stolen right back. Corbin down and battling for the puck. Trying to get it out, was able to get it through the first wave. Got angled off by a Sauk Prairie player.
There you go, Corbin.
Knocked off of his stick by Corbin. Oh! And now we're going to have a checking from behind likely coming. Power play coming for your Roughriders. Looks like it's going to be called just as a run.
Situation over there. That break.
Face off won by your Roughriders. Maverick with a shot that gets blocked right away. Sauk Prairie trying to bring it out. Maverick able to steal the puck back.
Come on, Max.
Tried to center it. Off of Jackson Jerp, right into the goalie, unfortunately.
Try right
1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the power play. Face off coming to the blocker side of the goalie. Face off won by controlled by Sauk Prairie. They try to spin it around, and Gavin Sebring's not going to be able to keep it in. Puck up to Corbin Zach. Corbin gets it across off of Jack Kettleson's stick, off of Sauk Prairie stick, and shot from Jack wide onto the goalie and save. 49 seconds remaining in the third period here. Face off won by your Riders. Knocked back into Gavin Sebring's feet. Knocked out of the zone. Maverick tried to pass and it got partially blocked. Up and out of the zone. Jack Kettleson wasn't able to regain control. Sauk Prairie bringing it into the zone. Maverick able to steal the puck, bringing it behind the net. Kettleton had a shot that went off of the goalie, and it looks like Jackson Durf missed the puck. Was able to skate back to the front and grab it again, but it didn't get connected. Maverick tried a hard shot that managed to hit a Sauk Prairie player. Jack Kettleton gets the puck back, shoots it in his feet, and offside. All back to full strength now. 7 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the third period. Face-off is controlled by Sauk Prairie. Pass up to CJ. Passes it to a Sauk Prairie stick. George Lanyo has lost the puck in his feet. Leading to a breakaway off of the post, though. Puck out of the zone. Dean Smith in hot pursuit. Icing getting called. Ruling must have been that it was off of the Cedar Rapids stick, did not hit any Sauk Prairie sticks, otherwise there would have been no icing. Ensuing face-off is won by Sauk Prairie. Pass back towards the point. Shot is blocked by Brett Johnson. Brett tries to pass it up to Jackson Hunt, but misses his stick. Jack Kettleson able to get it, and he gets stepped into with a check. And we have a penalty coming here. Roughriders back to a power play. Eight minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the third period. Roughriders going back on the power play. Face-off is controlled by Sauk Prairie. Puck comes back to him. And Sauk Prairie skating it around their net. A couple players end up falling. Shot goes off of Iris. And Iris is able to cover it.
Hey, what about the goalie? Hey!
And we're going to get a penalty on your Roughriders.
Hey!
Going to get some 4-on-4 action here for the next minute and 3 seconds. Face off won by Sauk Prairie. Shot blocked by Jackson Baker. Corbin speeding it in, able to keep control. Takes a shot in and out of the goalie's glove. And we've got a hooking. Gonna get a little bit pretty rare 4-on-3 action here.
That's what he wants. That's a horrible goal.
Jackson Jerk with the puck behind the net, trying to maintain control of it. George Lanyo trying to battle for a puck, able to.
Go.
And now we're going to get some really rare 3-on-3 action for the next 15 seconds. As there is now a lot of open ice here. We have 3-on-3 12U action going on here. This is a pretty rare sight, and so unfortunately we're only going to get 15 seconds of it. 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Face-off is 1 to the corner. Sauk Prairie gets control. Puck gets wound around and up to the Sauk Prairie player. They're able to skate it in. Shot goes off of Iris' face mask, and the puck gets thrown down for an icing. So now it is going to be a 4-on-3 power play again for Sauk Prairie. For the next 20 seconds, and then you get some players coming back out. Jack Kettleson gets the puck in a battle trying to maintain control. Puck goes back towards the goalie. Puck back up and onto Brett Johnson's stick. And now it is back to 4-on-4 for another 17 seconds before there is an abbreviated Roughriders power play. Maverick Rasmussen with the stick, or with the puck. Passes it up to Jack Kettleson.
Go, Jack.
Jack coming in a 2-on-2 with Jackson Hunt. Tries to pass it across to him, only finds a skate of a Sauk Prairie player.
Good job, Corbin.
And now we are on to that power play. Puck comes up to Maverick Rasmussen, and now it is 5-on-5 again. Sauk Prairie with the puck, passes it into the middle. Shot into Iris's glove for a stoppage. Face-off is controlled by Cedar Rapids. Glenn Hansen tries to get it up and out of the zone, but finds a Sauk Prairie stick instead. Gavin Sebring takes the puck behind the net to have a nice stop and start move. Looking for somewhere to go with it, but there is nobody open at the moment. Tries a long flip pass that gets blocked in front. Pass across got blocked. Shot that gets saved by Iris. Jackson Baker with the puck behind the net. Pass up to Clara. Clara taking it up the middle. Tries a shot that is partially blocked. Rung up the boards. You have Sebring there first. Able to chip it back down low. Glenn Hansen in hot pursuit. Pass up, and then Jackson Baker kept it in momentarily, and now it's a 2-on-1 coming in for Sauk Prairie. Shot goes wide. Sauk Prairie able to get back on it. Shot pass goes behind the net, and Sauk Prairie is first to it, up to the point. Another shot goes through everybody and doesn't hit anything. Flynn Hansen able to steal it. Flynn loses his balance. But Jackson Baker's able to try and get it back a little further. Unfortunately, it goes all the way down into the zone for Gavin Sebring to be able to grab it. Gavin Sebring behind the net, looking for somewhere to go. Passes it up to Jackson Jerp. Jackson Jerp able to break it into the zone. And Jackson Jerp with a nice move, trying to get it backhand, but it did not connect. Shot from George Lanyo into the glove of the Sauk Prairie goalie. 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining in the third period. Face off controlled by Sauk Prairie. Pass across. And we're going to have another hooking call. Saved, though, by Iris. .6 seconds remaining in the third period. Face off control back to the point. Aaron pass goes out of the zone. Corbin Beck able to steal the puck. Gets a shot that is in and out of the glove. It is loose and then covered by the goalie. 41.7 seconds remaining in the third period. Face off one by Sauk Prairie. Puck comes out, up to Brett Johnson, tries to bang it back in. Unfortunately, offside. 35 seconds remaining in the third period. Ensuing face-off is won by Sauk Prairie. We'll bring it into the zone. Ellis Palmer able to steal it, but knocks it into an empty space where only Sauk Prairie is there. Clara putting on some good pressure. Sauk Prairie, though, just kind of killing time to bring out the end of the game, and that is your game. Sauk Prairie wins 4-0. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hopefully you all appreciated this home tournament announcing. We'll be back in a couple of weekends for a 4-game friendly weekend. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everybody.